Hi, this is Elder Hayes again, founder of Keeping It Real Online magazine. Today's topic, I want to talk, be a little serious. I want to discuss the relationship amongst women. I don't mean just black women, I mean women in general. Black women, white women, whatever the case may be. I know Oprah and Ayana touched on a topic on OWN Network, I think it was this Sunday, on why women backstab each other or something to that effect. I didn't see it, although I posted an article on it about 4 months ago. But what I'm finding out is this. It appears a lot of our disharmony has a lot to do with men. And men, I'm not bashing you. I'm not bashing you. But what I'm noticing is if you've dated him or she's dating him now, but you were dating him before him, and all that kind of nonsense. And just in general, on how we seem to have a jealousy amongst each other for reasons that we've actually been conditioned to believe that there's a reason to be jealous in the first place. You know, back in the days of our parents, and I'm in my 40s, so a lot of you can relate that are watching, and our grandmothers and great-grandmothers, there was a tighter unity. There was a find out if auntie so-and-so had food, or have a weekly meeting of, you know, exchanging ideas, or a swap meet of who can, and no, I'm not talking about swap with sex. I'm talking a swap meet of goods and services. We don't do that anymore. For some reason, our pride has been affected. And we have a reason for our pride to be affected, and I believe it's because you can go to another woman, black or white, Asian, Spanish, and try to do that exchange, and they're like, well, what I have is worth more than what you have, and so forth. And, you know, it just continues. There's a feeling of belittlement as opposed to empowerment, as opposed to uplifting each other. We tend to think we're better when we have more. We tend to think, if you're not at my standard or at my status, and you don't have the money I make or the type of house that I have, that you're ghetto. You know, or if you have a house and I don't, then you're bougie. And at what point do we stop? You know, I sat there and I thought about it. I said, you know, men have something to do with it in one way, shape, or form. If you look at the fact that, not blaming men, it's just an observation, and it's just my opinion, and it's just, you know, it's like a-holes. Everyone's got one, you know, but if Jill across the street has more than me, am I really going to be comfortable inviting her over to my house? Me personally, when you come to visit me, you're not coming to visit my house, whether I have a house, apartment, or trailer. You know, we have got to find a way to meet in the middle. Women, we are a powerful being. We are a powerful being. And we shortchange ourselves with the nonsense of envy and jealousy and just not wanting to help each other. If someone said a while back, well, if she's dating my ex, I don't want to have nothing to do with her. Why? What did she do to you? Unless she literally walked in and took your man, at which case you shouldn't have had your guards down that damn long for her to do that, you know, and he wasn't really yours. But unless she did something really disrespectful, I can't see not reaching out to somebody because they've dated your ex, whether your ex was a male or female. I can't see limiting the possibilities of opportunity and empowerment and networking business. I may have a store, and you may have goods you want to buy. I mean, goods you need to sell. So I should not bring you into my storefront and say, hey, we can work together. We can come to a negotiation on how we're going to split the dividends or whatever, you know, because I have customers and you need customers. Because you used to date my ex, or I'm now dating your ex, or something stupid like that. I guess the point that I'm trying to get to is women, whether we be of color or whether it's sister among sister, well, we're all sisters, but it just disgusts me that women have gotten to this point of, I don't need anybody else, I can do this myself. I don't need to be friends with nobody. I don't need to be unified and empowered. I'll power myself. You cannot empower yourself because you still need something from someone else. Whether it's a woman works behind the teller, you know, to cash that check or to give you that loan, you still need another woman you still need a hand, is my point of what I'm trying to say. You still need a hand in empowering. You know, should be no reason why we can't have meetings and gatherings and get-togethers. I wanted to continue doing the talk forum, but a couple of crazy things kind of jumped off. So now it's like, okay, I got to be mindful of who I have in my midst, and I shouldn't have to be like, it shouldn't have to be like that. You know, don't come to me and don't envy me because of what I have, because you don't know what I went through to get to where I'm at. And I would never judge another woman based on what she has anyway. I'm going by how she acts. Sisterhood is like a relationship. It's about what we bring to the table. However, the problem becomes a problem when somebody doesn't have anything to bring to the table. So if someone doesn't have anything to bring to the table, then you should stop associating with them. I don't think so, but that's what a lot of us do. If that person doesn't have anything to bring to the table, we don't want to be bothered. But we don't realize what she's gone through and what she may still be going through, to the point that she has nothing to bring to the table. What we're supposed to be doing is helping her discover who she is, what her gifts are, in order to enable her to go out and get and bring to the table. Even if we have to step in a minute and help her, or give her something that'll help her start up that business. I'm so sorry. I thought I turned off that phone. I'm going to turn it off for you right now. But it shouldn't have to be that way. You know, it should not have to be about who's going to assist who. It should be, I'm sorry, I'm turning it off. It should be about, let's see what we can do to make this whole environment that we're in, this neighborhood, this building, this building, this neighborhood, this subdivision, whatever it is, this business, how can we make it better using our resources? That's what it's supposed to be about. And if you get to a point where you have friends that they're always going through a problem, you need to be there for them. I know people are saying, well, if I keep telling her the same thing and she's still getting into the same problem, that's on her. Well, hun, if she's still doing the same thing after you've spoken to her, then you're not telling her something right. You have to find out where her self-esteem issue lies, to the point that she keeps returning to whatever the situation she's in, and help her come out of it. You know, men don't like each other, but they go into business together and they make big bucks. Men start wars to this day. Women didn't go out there and start Hiroshima and World War I. It was a man. You know, when a man has an agenda, he sets forth and he goes with it, even if it means he has to sit down at the table with his enemies in order to bring his income home. Women have to learn to be the similar without that malicious agenda. You know, I'm not telling women to go sit down with each other and make a plan that's going to bring in these big bucks, or make a plan that's going to bring in this great business, but yet you're talking about each other behind each other's back. I mean, because karma's a mother effer. You know, I guess my point is, women, we need to learn to get together. We need to get it together, because all this backstabbing and malicious gossip and who she's sleeping with and who he's sleeping with, and, you know, excuse me, all this nonsense is unnecessary, and it's stopping us as a whole from being productive. We should be able to get together on a Saturday and come up with a plan that everybody's going to make some money. You know, it's about empowerment. It's not about who's going to get more. That's just a, you know, I don't even know what to say about that phrase, but we need to get it together. And I'm going to be having a few more talk forums. I'm going to jump back into it, and I'm going to try to get the women to be on the same page. So if you see the email, if you see the video, you go to the site and you decide, hey, you know, you'd like to be a part of a video talk forum, just email me, you know, and I'll set one up. You're more than welcome. Someone said, well, aren't you kind of concerned? I'm not concerned, because I know who my protector is. And if he's on vacation, or if he's having lunch, I got 9mm. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But seriously, I will be starting those talk forums up with the purpose of networking women, black, white, Hispanic, whatever, with the purpose of networking with women, empowering, and just all in all, let's try to see if we can help each other out. You know, because you can't, I don't know what I was reading something and it made me have a thought. You know, you put your hand out for help, and it's not so much that you're not being helped, but you're being too picky as to who's going to assist you. You never know who God's going to put in your midst to assist you. So all that pride and all that anger and whatever it is that stops you from going, hey, so and so, you do this, well, I do that, let's see how we can work it together. You know, stuff like that. When you hold those things back because of your pride or because of your anger or because of your malicious agenda or whatever it is that's holding you back, you stop your growth. So on that note, I know this was short, but it's been bothering me, the fact that women are not as unified as we need to, and we're going around judging each other, you know, especially as those church-going folks who, you know, the ones that party on Friday and Saturday and, you know, speak tongue on Sunday, you know. Yeah, I went there, but that bothers me too. But that's another topic. But anyway, this is Elder Hayes. We're keeping it real online. Online magazine at www.kirealtalk.com. Also, we now have a social network. It's kirealtalk.spruz, spruz.com. If you go to the website at kirealtalk.com, the tab will take you there, the social networking tab, and you can upload your profile and your picture, and you can make yourself a playlist. There's a whole lot of stuff to do in there, and there's a couple of articles, but it won't be as hot and heated as the articles on kirealtalk.com. It's empty now. This is September 5th, 2012. I just finished the site last night, September 4th, 2012. So that is why there's no one in there until you get there. Another thing I want to point out, I'm getting a lot of emails, and I want you to know I appreciate your emails, but do not send me emails saying thank you or that was a good topic and so forth. Send me emails requesting stories or telling me your stories. You can put your comments and your thoughts and your opinions on the site at kirealtalk.com. And if you don't want to do it that way, there's a Facebook comment page, and you can put it onto it and it'll come through Facebook. Or you can hit me off at Twitter. I'm Zelda Hayes at Twitter as well. But I've got 23 emails yesterday, well, 3 o'clock this morning, so today, that said, you know, thank you, they liked the article, but I need you to put these things on the site so other people can see them. And I need those emails regarding your stories or situations to come on back to me. And we do keep it confidential. If you don't want your name, just mention in the subject, do not mention name, and I'll post that story, but I won't put your name. So having said that, this is Elder Hayes of Keeping It Real Online Magazine at kirealtalk.com. Love you. Peace out. Until the next one.